Hello, hello. Welcome. This is Bernaid Flanoy. Look at this cuteness that we're getting ready to paint. Now, you know it took me 5 minutes yesterday to get the screen share and everything going in the right place, but we're going to believe in ourselves and make sure it's getting in the right place a lot faster. This is Bernaid Flanoy. I am in my studio and I am welcoming you in here. I love to paint and I love to help beginners get over their fears so they can get in here and paint too. Not to say that everybody's going to be the world's greatest painter, but I know I can help you with some simple, easy tips to get to the next level. How you doing? It's 7 o'clock. I hope you are well. Now, to my replay viewers, thank you so much for popping on and joining us. I hope that you have your downloads because they are there. I'm about to mess around with the screen here, and I know this will give people a little more time to join, but replay viewers, you know how to advance through. We're on YouTube so that you can play it at a double speed and get to the good stuff really fast. So on some other platforms, they don't allow that all the time. So I'm thankful about that. So should I stop sharing? I'm scarified. Okay, that's not too bad. That's better. Okay, so let me remove. Did I remove it? Stop sharing. See, I'm learning. If I remove it and go here. Okay. Let me see. All right, we're getting it. Let me invite you in. I just sent an invitation. Oh, well, I clicked on it already. I just sent an invitation to join me on StreamYard. So if you want to paint with me, that's what you're going to get in your email. So I'm going to click on that. And let's see, here we go. Join me as a guest on StreamYard. Here is your link. So I'm going to click on that. Boop. And it's entering the studio. So it's loading. And here we go. So you'll get something that looks like this. And you'll just simply enter the studio. You will probably need to type up your name, but this is my paint cam. I use my phone as my paint cam. I've got another camera over there. You know, we got to still figure out this technology. So I'm going to, before I enter the studio, I'm going to get you in position. All right. Now, while I get you in position, I'm going to add, there we go, back to the, all right. Well, it is Tuesday. Let's see if we have everything together here. All right. Now, it's going to take me just a moment to make sure that I have you in position. Now, I don't know if you were here yesterday. Let me show you what we painted yesterday. And like I said, this is in the download folder for this live event. Okay, so this little cutie pie is what I painted, y'all. Where am I going? So much fun. Okay, so I am looking forward to bringing more amazing designs. And my Canvas Club is open this week too. All right. So if you want an invitation to that, I didn't put it in here. We're going to get it all together. But we are launching this week. Okay. Now, I need to get you to see the paint cam. And here we go. We literally spent 5 minutes on this foolishness yesterday. You know what? I didn't add the paint cam. Girl, listen. I didn't enter the studio over here. I set it up, but I forgot to hit boop, enter the studio. I heard it come in. Let me remove that. Come on, paint cam. There we go. There's the paint cam. And let's see if I add the... Here we go, y'all. This is some foolishness. I just could not believe this foolishness, how long it took us yesterday. And I stayed in the studio afterwards. Not to get beat up by this technology. Give me a few more clicks. We're going to get there. Let me remove myself. All right. And I am sharing. Y'all, this don't make no sense to me. I don't know why we just can't get it in like a click. What we doing here, y'all? What's the whole point? At least it took a minute, okay? Let me welcome you back to my studio. We have everything ready to go. I've got my water, I've got my brushes, I've got my paints. We are ready, okay? I think this is a good view. I think the lighting is good. I think we're ready. Let me keep that right there. Now, you see the reference. Let me make sure. Let me make sure that I can see the reference. All right. So you see the reference here, and here I am pointing out some things. I think I am going to go ahead and do this cute blue background. If you want your background to be purple, by all means, go at it. If you want it to be green, if you want it to be red. I love these things so much because you can do pretty much anything that you'd like. Now, yesterday I mentioned about getting crayons, colored pencils, whatever it is that you have to help you create, do that today. All right, go grab something and join me. Print it off and let's go. These are Dollar Tree watercolors. Next time you're at Dollar Tree, go see what they have over there. Sometimes it doesn't cost a whole lot to start creating. Now, I'm going to go ahead and pop this open. Looks like we might need to refill a little bit here. But we're right here. Let's see. That yellow and that red and that blue is just super sweet to me. I'm going to go ahead and open up the black and the white. Really don't need the pink, but who knows? Looks like a little bit is on that straw. And remember, you can copy it exactly. Let me come back over here. You can copy it exactly the way it is, or you can do your own version of it. Okay, so let me move my little, there we go. All right. So I've got all my brushes wet. I've got my water. I've got my napkins right here. And you want to have a couple of different sizes. Now, if you were getting the art kit from me, this is the basic size, 1/4 inch flat. And I want to say this is either size 0 or size 1 round. That way you know what we're doing over here. And I want to say this is like a 1/2 inch flat for something that's slightly larger. These are great for this 8 by 10 inch size. All right. Now, I'm just going to go ahead and just moisten up the background a little bit. That just helps keep everything flowing nice and smooth. All right, just wetting it up just a little bit. You don't have to drench it, but that just, because of all the studio lights in here, it kind of dries things out a little bit. Let's see if we can aim this down just a little bit more so you don't have that white streak over there. Okay, let's make sure we're good. All right. So now I'm going to throw just, you know what, let me put a little water in here because we have been using this. We're just going to throw just a little bit of white around, just a little bit. And I probably should definitely put a lot right here on the cup. So let's go ahead and get into it. This is a nice light color. So we want to still keep the, looks like I'm crooked. Okay. I guess my table is going one direction and my canvases are going another. All right. So we want to keep it kind of light and creamy right here. And then we will see about adjusting once we get that background in here. Now I probably need to switch to a slightly smaller brush. Let's see. All right. I think this is going pretty well, but I think I'm going to switch out just a little bit. Need a smidge of water. Just, now that's a little too much. Okay, so let's look down here at the bottom. We can come on down here. Let's get a little bit of that water out of there. And we're just using just this straight blue. This is bright blue. And make sure you can see it. This is by Plaid. This is Apple Barrel. And remember, I like to use the matte colors because you could always put like a gloss on top. But the matte allows me to kind of see what the real color actually is. All right, here we go. Man, this is coming together fast and it's fun. So I got to be careful. I really am not too crazy. Now, this is a good thing about having your plate or your palette. Now, I'm not fancy over here. This is just a regular schmegular what you call this foam plate. Now, I didn't wet this part here. Now, I may have to come back and do a little bit of repainting because of the background that we need to do back around here. Okay, so this is really, really light right here. But not until we get our background together will I know if this is light enough. We got to go a little lighter. I'm just going to go right on in there. We can do some shading and some fine tuning. in a little bit. All right, so we've got this going here. How exciting. Okay, so let's go ahead and, honey, like I said, this little background has started drying up already. So let's see what's going on here. All right, so the cup is needing to be left alone. It needs to dry. Let me hope that let me hope that my dryer is plugged in. Let me mute. Hold on. All right. So we dried that off, high powered, really, really, really fast. We've got a little bit of modeling on the cup. I like getting started with the subject, trying to make sure we've got a little highlight going on here. The color is not exact, but that's okay. I'm okay with, getting close, because it doesn't have to be an exact match. And maybe that's what I'm going to make sure I'm emphasizing this year. It doesn't have to be an exact match. It could be close. But, we do know how to get in there and handle that too. Boy, I'm just ready to get in here and do all the subject. Do I want to do it? Because, see, I know this is still going to be strong without the dark blue background. Dare I get in here and do something different? Okay, I'll keep it as close to the real thing as possible. All right, I will. I'll behave. Well, Bernade, we wanted to see what you painted just like that. Why did you go and change it? I apologize. Let me go ahead. I'm going to squeeze out some blue. Uh-oh. Going to squeeze it out right here. I don't want to do too much. Whoop. That lets me know that this paint is getting a little bit old. All right, let's get this off of this handle right away. All right, we're going for it, y'all. Let me stand up so I can really get into this. And I know the kids are like, Miss Fennoy, can I sit down? Well, you could, but sometimes you need to stand up and really get into it. And I know you just left the lunchroom, so come on. All right, so this is really dark. All right, we've got plenty of paint moving around here. I'm just going to come in with this edge right here. I'm going to come along here. I flipped it over because I had a whole lot of paint on that one side. So what I'm going to do, whoops, see, we paint right over the straw. Well, good thing we can lift this up here in just a moment. I'm getting rid of some of that extra paint that I have on my brush right here. And I just really want to find that flat edge, okay? Because now I want to use it kind of like a drawing tool. Getting into that corner and just kind of nibbling all around. But I need a little bit of paint. Need to pick up a little bit of paint right there. I don't like to see the white edges right here. Ooh, let's go on up here and finish this part before the stuff starts drying. Let me smooth this out a little bit. because we'll need to get in here as well. And then I'm taking my time, trying to use that corner of that brush, that angle, to get around those edges and to get, let me see if I'm trying to stay out of your way too. All right. Okay. Boy, oh boy. What did they say? I should tell you to do certain things and maybe not do them exactly the way that I do them. Boy, oh boy. We are trying to move quickly. Let me get just a little corner of water. Okay. How much fun is this little cutie? Now, I think I'm going to make up some kits and do some pre-orders on that. Okay. Good, 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 good. All right. So we still have to get into those little intricate areas right there. I'm going to just wet this edge right here because it's been a moment. I may have to squeeze out just a little smidge more. And one thing is, if you don't want this little straw thing sitting up there, you don't have to have it. Because you see, I painted over it. I'm just about ready to get rid of it anyway. But it's cute. It adds something else to that. So let me squeeze out just a little bit more of this paint. Now the background is a little more neutral than this bright blue, but I don't mind it. Uh-oh, looks like we got a paint booger. Let's see. Let's see if it's going to cooperate with us. Oh, there it is. There we are. Okay, so we are really getting on into it. I'm going to get just a little bit of water. There's still a lot of paint on here, so I'm not too worried about watering this down. So once again, I'm taking like little bites, and I'm going to just kind of smooth right on in there. I went over that edge just a little bit. That's why most of the time you really want to kind of get that background done first, so that when you paint the subject, the main area of interest, like you don't have to do extra painting. All right, so for the most part, we have all of this covered. For the most part, we're going in here to smooth this part out here, and we still have to get in there. But I'm just trying to make sure we are in all of the crevices here. Okay. And I won't see it unless I stand up, so I'm glad I'm standing. Can I sit down? Well, you could, but you might miss it. I was going to wipe this part out. Where is my little Q-tip? I was going to... How big is this area? I was going to just kind of rediscover it a little bit. Are we close? I think we're close to that edge. Now, okay, so we are erasing it by wetting and lifting that paint up. Okay, now I have messed up some things in my day. Okay, so I think this is the part right here. And take a little corner of this here, kind of fold this on up. And I'm going in here. There we go. We have found it again. Ooh, we did not straighten this out down here. I don't like that. I like when I do my peanut butter and jelly, I like to go smooth it back out. I need to get that smaller brush because we're in this little small area right here. Okay, I am going to put that brush in the water. Make sure this brush is cleaned out. And I'm going to get just another little bit of blue. Squeezing it right on out on my. Okay, just a little bit. Honey, this has been around here. Like I said, this is that bright blue from Apple Barrel. I'm excited. Let me just take a little break and take a little peek here because I'm going to hit this with this dryer here in just a moment. We're getting there. Now, one thing about these tracers, and child, I sure forgot to tell you. When it comes out of the printer, you can get your canvas and then you can get this graphite. This is the shiny side. This is the number 2 pencil side. And then this is just the tracing paper side where you would actually draw on. And then this transfers to your canvas. So that's an old school way of, getting your image on your canvas. I'm going to go around up in this little area right here. Let me get just a smidge, just a little smidge of water. That's a lot, but there's a lot of paint right here too. So we're going to take this and we're going to go around here and then we'll turn that dryer on. See what other little areas we need to touch up. And then we're going to start really focusing in on our subject. Okay. So the background area, I'm going to say they're like background dancers and backup singers. You need them. Okay. It just makes you shine a little bit brighter, but it doesn't take away. It enhances what's going on. Okay. So we are going on in here. All right. Looks like I'm just mixing up a little bit more here. Let me go and pull a little bit more. I don't know if you're familiar with the push broom. While I'm painting and creating, I like to relate everyday stuff to what we're doing so you can grasp those concepts, because we're not trying to do brain surgery over here. We just want to have a good time and paint. Let me get down in here since I got this regular blue right here. And I need to leave it alone and let it dry. And if need be, add another coat. Okay. And you kind of want some of those brush strokes up in there. Let's see. Yeah, we got this bright blue. I'm happy with it. I can't wait to get into these other areas. So let me go ahead. It's a little bit lighter on the illustration on a reference picture here, but I'm not going to really worry about it. I think I'm going to leave this flat blue back here alone and go on about my business. Now, this brush is almost too big for this area. If that makes you uncomfortable, then go to a slightly smaller size. Whoop, no, we put just a little bit too much. Okay, so we have just about all of the areas covered. Let me get just a little bit, straighten this out here till we figure out what color that little lollipop stick thing is. It's just cute. Right, so we have gotten some of the detail work done. Did we mess up over there? Yeah, it happens. But we know how to fix that. Okay, now what I can do, I can leave that alone for right now. Clean out my brush and get ready to do one coat of the yellow. We may need more than one coat, but I like to see what everything looks like all together and then start worrying about the detail areas. Okay. And this is coming together pretty fast. All right, here we go. I just want to make sure this is cleaned out. Get just a little bit more up out of there, and then I'll start. Okay, so now we've got all of our brushes, I think, back to neutral. I think there still might be a little bit of blue in there. It's not too bad. Now, let's go in and get a little bit of this yellow. Now, I think all of the blue around here is dry except here. You do not want to have any of the blue to mix in, because then, of course, that'll turn it green. All right, I added a little bit of white up here just to help us kind of get this covered all up here. Oh, looks like there's an area up there I'm going to need to go back and touch up with some blue around there. So right now we're just having a good time spreading this yellow all around. And so you really want to be careful as you get to the edge. I like to pick up some of this paint and kind of sweep it along that edge because I really want it to fill in, and I'll probably get a smidge of red or pink in here as I get close to that edge. Okay, so we're getting there. And like I said, I need just the corner of this red. Oh, that's too much. So let me come over and just wipe some of that off on my plate. And then we're just going to look and see. Ooh, that is just going to start popping things. Okay. We're going to add a little bit up here. Having just that little bit of color change kind of adds a little bit more depth. All right, so I'm going to go back up over here. Right there. Okay. Like I said, I know I need to go right back along this edge. Ooh, that orange on this blue is really nice. All right, so let's just go get some straight yellow. Okay. So now we're just kind of swooping this stuff. Just kind of spreading it out a little bit. Blending it in. All right, so we have blended that in over here. I'm just going to go in a little bit more. I didn't want to go in with the neutral. Just going to pop it with this orange and blend that part there. That's really singing it out to me right now. I'm excited about that. Okay, so that is really cool. All right, and we'll probably hit it with the dryer just a little bit here. Let me get just a little bit more yellow on this corner. Because there's some white right there, and I don't want that on there at all, y'all. Okay, I am super happy. I'm picking up just a little bit of white. Just a little bit. Just a little smudge of white there. Okay. All right. I am happy about that. I could probably go right on into the pink a little bit for the straw. So I am just kind of blending what I have in here. Maybe I need to add a little bit more white. Let's see. Let me grab a little more of this pink. Okay. Well, now we went on over into that blue. And then, of course, we need some shadow. So this is allowed, well, painting on the little lollipop area has allowed the background over here to dry a little bit. I'm trying to get the words out, y'all. So we're about to get in here and go ahead and do this little pop right here. All right, so it's got a little bit of this magenta kind of color, fuchsia. All right. Right, it's coming along. And some would say this is kind of like paint by number a little bit. You get a little guidance with the lines. So if you're, a beginner and you want to try getting into painting, this is a good way to do it because it's like training wheels. And then, gradually you want to pull some of those off. But you know what? This might be your thing. Or if it's not you, make sure you share this video with someone that oh my goodness, Aunt Sally would absolutely go bananas over this. She's always wanted to paint. Okay, this might be a little bit too intense right here. Right. All right. Some of this color right here. All right, so we're just adding a few little touches. All right. Just to make that pop out just a little more. Let me see, I'm trying not to have that light too blaring there. All right, so let's see about this little swash color right here. All right. Okay, now we're going to go on back. Clean out our little brush. I don't think we need another coat of the yellow. I think let me make sure this is good. I think the yellow is good. I might just need to maybe pop it maybe with a little bit of white once that completely dries. We're going to go back and revisit this area here. Trying to see if we need, let's make sure we're getting all of this white out down here. And then we're going to add a little bit of dark for the shadow for the cup. And then we'll come back around and let me add just a smidge of water because my little blue that's been sitting out here is drying out. So let's see about going over that part. There we go. All right. Okay. Now, I don't know what's down on the inside here. We're just going to go and then we'll figure out, let's go ahead and get a little bit of this brown. Uh-oh, that one is not open. Oh, here it is. Get a smidge of this brown for the lollipop stick. We're just going to go ahead since we, oh, what's up in here? I hope I didn't mix any yellow in there. That's kind of what it's starting to look like. Let's clean this out. All right, sometimes that's what you have to do just to make sure. All right, we're just going to smooth that out right over there. The details. You know, I looked at this clock wrong. I'm like, have I been on here that long? So it's been less than an hour. But usually if it takes me an hour, it's probably going to take your guests or take you, you know, maybe two. And I'm not rushing. I'm just enjoying the process. Okay, so I put that little blue down on the inside of the cup. So now we're going to add just a little bit of this brown to just start to finish off the main part of the painting. And then we'll worry about the details. And we're not going to get too detailed. And who knows, I may look at these. This is what happens. Sometimes artists don't know when to leave everything alone. You'll look at something and you'll just say, something is missing. But you just can't put your finger on it. Let me get just a little bit of white up in here to make it a little bit lighter and add a little bit of shading. Okay, I think that's coming along okay. Add just a little smidge of shading. Now, I'm over here painting. I forgot. I'm not even on the air. I'm just going up and down. Right here, I'm going to get just a little more smidge of this white. Just come right on down, right over here. Okay. Now, I feel better about that. Now, I think when we add a little bit of dark down here, we add just a little bit of dark. I'm just going to grab a little bit more water. Let me stand up again. Then things will really start to pull together. I have to make sure this little mass is right up in here. Let me get some of this blue. I went up a little bit too high. Need just a little smidge of the dark over here. Let's get some more of this blue to lighten up the black. Like this is just, got to be kind of careful. I like the way it's going. Just a smidge more water. Now you see me going for the water. I need to also make sure I bring a little bit of the acrylic gel medium. All right, let me add just a little bit more blue over here. And I think we're good. And you know, I'm kind of glad about our little brush strokes that are going on over here. Okay. So let's take a peek. Let me take a peek at this. All right. That really does kind of help pop things out a little bit. And sometimes you really don't know till the paint has dried what everything looks like. So I'm going in here with just a little bit of darkness here. Okay. Let me add a little bit more of this red. Trying to see where it. Okay. Right. Just trying to pop some of this out. And I still see lots of little white canvas areas that I didn't notice before. All right, so we're just trying to add a little bit of modeling to that. We need to go back in once again on this cup. And what I'm thinking is maybe on our final night, because I'm with you Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. I'm going to go right in here. Get just a smidge of water. And I'm filling in. Filling in these little little white areas on the canvas. I am glad that I am brushing this extra little coat of paint right here. Okay, so it is coming along. So I'm going to say we're maybe about 10 minutes out, 10, 15 minutes out. I'm super excited about it. All right. What am I doing now? I've got some darker blue. Almost dipped in the black. Now that would have been too much. I am going to come right here. I'm going to come right here. Looks like this is kind of like a drip or something. And I'm coming right back here to add a little bit more modeling in back here. It looks like I may need to really go lighter. Let me come over here and really go. Okay, so I am noticing this part is a little bit dark. And I probably need my big brush. Otherwise, I'm going to be sitting here fighting. But we're just thinning this out with a little bit of water. I'm just going to come on over. Just a little bit more water to soften up that edge. Okay, so we're going to go up here, pay a little bit of attention over here. And you're looking for shapes that connect. That adds that little bit of subtlety and sophistication to stuff. All right, so we're getting rid of the white where we absolutely do not need it. Honey, I made a mistake. Oh, when my computer is not fully powered, then yeah. Now I just took the mute button off. I don't know if I've been muted the whole time. Hey, it could be, you know. Hey, what can I say? So I have the paint cam going. I guess ooh, gotta really pay attention to those things. Okay, so let me make sure I am clicking the correct one. That's it. We're just about finished in here, but I may come back to pop a little bit more. White in the area. All right, so let me see. I might just go ahead and throw a little bit of a white highlight there. That's right on the lip of that tip. I'm going to put a little bit down here. I like this pop down here. Okay, and I like these little pops that are inside of the cup. And I like this one that's right here. I don't know why it's bright like that, but it is. And we're just going to go on down. It might be in the wrong spot because I'm not really looking that close. Looks like I have like some other mystery color in there. Let's make sure. You know what? Because I think this is the one brush that I used to mix the dark shadow down here. Okay. I think that's what that was about. So here we are, coming right on back with a little bit of trying to do a little bit of finesse. Okay, just a little bit right here on this lip right here. And I think we're going to leave this alone. All right, I am okay with this. We're just adding a few little finishing touches of white. Let me get a little bit more water up in here. Because this little white has been working hard. It's a little dried out. Oh, there we go. Make sure we got a little swirl right here and a little swirl right there. And I think we're okay. See, we're okay. I'm going to add just a little bit of extra white right there. A little bit of pop white right here. Now it should be a line, but hey, just going to be some shapes into today. All right. Okay. How exciting. Yep, I'm okay with this. Just trying to see. It should be a little bit lighter over in here. Just going to go ahead with a little bit of a wash. I feel better. Okay. I feel a little bit better now. Then we're going to leave it alone. Now, could we go over it with black or black Sharpie? We probably definitely could. I am going to remove our paint cam and come back over to you. Here we go, right? That's what we do. We're professional at this. So anyway, this is Brene Furnoy popping back on, just trying to see if it's straight. The light is super bright right here, so let's take care of that. Let's dim that down a little bit. And I'm okay. So much fun. Could we spend a little more time modeling? We sure could. But this was fun. And thank you for popping in and joining me in my studio today. So much fun. We'll be back tomorrow. So many choices. So many choices. Let me make sure I got this together. We'll be back in tomorrow. I think we're doing a total of 4, and maybe on that last day, we're just kind of touching up and talking about the Canvas Club, right? This is Brene Flurnoy, art teacher by day, portrait painter by night, paint party instructor, and art kit maker on the weekend. And now, what? You're going to call me the art coach because I've started my Canvas Club, and that's basically empty nesters or near empty nesters or women of a certain age that need self-care and they don't always stop to do it. And painting for joy. You've always wanted to do some painting. Okay. You never took the time out to do the art lessons like you really wanted to, but now it's like, you want to enjoy it. You want to have a little bit of fun and up your game a little bit. So I'm over here, even though these are fun, whimsical paintings, we're still using some basic art principles to make a little magic, right? To make this flat surface come to life. I'm sitting here talking and it's not even on the screen. So join me, right? You can just join at the $12 level and just get a few ideas. You might have a few ideas and you know how to transfer it to your own canvas and you can keep on going. Or at the $17 level, I need to double check that, but I think it's $17 level, and you just want me to ship the canvases to you, and you have access to a group where we're going to fill it with women that are just like you. Yes, some guys can come on in too, but I know most of the time it's the ladies. I know this stuff is for the ladies to join in the learning process, where it's a safe sharing space where, you have a question. I might not even get to the question before someone else in the group actually answers it. So I want to fill up our online painting community with ladies that enjoy fun, easy designs for a little self-care, a little bit of art joy. So while secretly up in your academic art game. All right. Now, I am going to sign off here for today. Um, Let me just thank you again for popping in. Two down, two to go. Thanks for popping in.